let's be honest. Most men have been led to believe that they always have to take the first step, make the move, break the ice, risk the rejection. But what if I told you that there's a psychological switch, a subtle but powerful statement that can flip the script and make her chase you? Sounds impossible. It's not. And today on Dark Psychology, I'm going to reveal how you can unlock that secret, how you can use a little known truth about female psychology to make 99.9% of women make the first move towards you. Hey you, my name is Amelia, and from this moment on, I'm your personal wing girl, not just another coach, but your behind-the-scenes decoder of the female. My job to hand you the no BS, brutally honest truth about what women really want versus what they say they want. And trust me, there's always a gap between the two. I drop new content every single week that's scientifically backed, psychologically driven, and emotionally sharp. So, go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because what I'm about to say could change how women see you forever. So, let's talk real for a second. Why is it always on the guy to make the first move? It's 2025. We've marched for equality. The world is more progressive than ever. But when it comes to dating, most women still want the man to initiate. The pressure is on you. And let's be honest, it's not fair. You're expected to read minds, risk simulation, and carry the entire weight of rejection while she sits back waiting for a fantasy script to play out. And I get it. It's exhausting. But what if it told you there's a way to reverse the roles without saying a single direct flirtatious word? You've heard of Me Too, but I'm introducing something different here. Let's call it the US Too movement. You deserve some of the power back in this dating dynamic. Women should bear some of the anxiety, too. They should feel the butterflies, the tension, the fear of rejection once in a while. And guess what? Deep down, many women want to, but they don't know how. They've been trained not to. In today's video, I'm going to break down why women rarely make the first move, how to subtly signal that it's safe for her to approach you, the exact threes you can use to flip her switch from passive to pursuer, and how to create an energy around you that makes her feel like she just has to act on her desire. Stay with me, because if you're read art of chasing and ready to be chased, you're about to learn the psychological play that makes it happen, the truth about alpha women and hidden female psychology. Let me share something personal. A lot of people label me as an alpha woman. And honestly, I never really thought about myself that way. I've always just gone after what I wanted with passion, with clarity, with confidence. But there's the twist. The moment I applied that same assertive nature to dating, it hit a wall. I would flirt first, ask a guy out, even make the first move of it, and guess what? Most men backed off, not because they weren't interested, but because they didn't know how to handle a woman stepping into what they perceived as their role. And that is the paradox, right? A lot of women, especially strong, independent ones, want to make a move, but deep down, they're afraid. Not afraid of the man, afraid of being seen the wrong way. We've been told since childhood, a lady waits, let the man chase. If you go first, you'll look desperate. So, even when a woman likes you, even when she's thinking about you, checking her phone, wondering why you haven't texted, she won't say anything. Why? Because she's been taught that making the first move ain't feminine, that it risks rejection, social judgment, and worst of all, vulnerability. And women hate feeling vulnerable first. So, how do you make a woman, especially one you know is into you, feel safe enough to make the first move? You don't push, you give her permission. And no, this isn't about control or manipulation, it's about subtle psychological leadership. You see, the female brain is wired to seek social revival and emotional safety before taking a bold step. So, if you can signal safety, emotionally and socially, you unlock her instinct to move toward you. And here's the secret. The more you make her feel like you won't judge her for being bold, the more she wants to be bold with you. I had this client who came to me through male coaching. He was in a tricky situation. There was a woman at work he liked. He was 99% sure she liked him back. The glances, the lingering conversions, the nervous smiles, they were all there. But he was afraid to make a move and risk not just the rejection, but his job, his career. So he asked, how do I get her to make the first move without risking it all? So here's what I told my client. The next time you're in a casual, relaxed conversation with her, bites over coffee, or while wrapping up a work meeting, you gently pivot the conversation to something related to dating. Nothing heavy, Keep it playful. For example, bring up how dating apps like Tinder feel like a full-time job, or say something like, "It's wild how many people I know are waiting around for the other person to make the first move. It's like a Mexican standoff off romance." And then here's the gold. Drop this line: "Honestly, I think it's super attractive in a woman just goes for it." Like asking a guy out first, or making Thea first move. I wish more women did that. It's bold and I respect it. Pause. Leather brain chew on that. You're doing two things in that moment. 1. You're giving her permission. 2. You're letting her know it's safe. 3. You're planting the seed. You're telling her, if you want to ask me out, you can. I won't judge you. In fact, I'll respect you for it. But here's the thing, and this is important. She might push back. She might say something like, "Nah, I think the guy should always ask first," but don't take that at face value. That's not rejection. That's disting your confidence. So, here's what do: lock eyes, give her a confident little smirk and say, "So, if I wanted to ask you out, would I have to go first?" Say it slowly, playful, teasing. Watch her face light up. If she blushes, smiles, laughs, or bites her lip, you've cracked the code. And here's where you either ask her out directly or let her sit with that moment. And she might just surprise you later with the boldness you because when you say things like this, you're not just flirting, you're reprogramming her belief system. You're showing her, with me, you can be bold. With me, you won't be judged. With me, you're safe to take the lead. How to ignite the spark in long-term relationships using permission spatula. Now, you might be thinking, that's cool for dating, Amelia. But what if I'm already in a relationship? What if we've been together for years and I'm the only one doing the chasing, the initiating, the planning, the effort? I hear you, and here's the truth that almost no one talks about. Attraction doesn't die, it gets neglected. And when it does, it withdraws quietly, like a flame starved of oxygen. But the same psychological principles that get a woman to make the first move in dating can also revive attraction in a long-term relationship. Because women, yes, even wives, girlfriends, long-term partners, secretly crave permission to be bold, seductive, flirtatious. But over time, she's gotten used to you taking the lead. You've trained her without meaning to wait on you for affection, intimacy, and emotional connection. Now, it's time to flip the script. That psychology trick, reverse the roles subtly. So, next time you're cuddling on the couch, or after dinner, or lying in bed, say something playful like, "You know, I was thinking about something weird. I kind of miss being the one getting asked out. Wish women would make the first move more often." Or even, "Remember that time you surprised me with that kiss out of nowhere? That was, you need to doth it again sometime." You're not complaining. You're planting a seductive seed, giving your permission to step into the initiator role. And guess what? When a woman makes the move herself, it means more, because it wasn't expected. It wasn't her being chased. It was her. I once had a client who told me, Amelia, I've been married for 9 years. My wife is sweet, but she never initiates sex. I always have to start it, and it makes me feel unwanted." So, I coached him to do exactly what Ig just shared with you. Gently, give her verbal permission to take charge. One night he looked at her and said, "Hey babe, I love it when you're in control. I miss that energy from you." Next weekend, she planned a surprise little date, wore lingerie, took complete control in the bedroom. He was in disbelief, but you know what happened? She thanked him. She said, "I didn't know you actually wanted that from me. I thought you liked doing all the initiating." Women are intuitive, but we're not mind-readers. We respond to emotional permission like flowers to rain. Unlock our bold side with emotional safety. Here's the secret ingredient most men miss: emotional safety. Sexual boldness. The more a woman feels that she can express desire without being judged, mocked, or rejected, the more she will step into her power and give you the kind of attention most men only fantasize about. The 3-line formula thought triggers her to make the first move. You've made it this far. So, here's what I promised you. The exact words, that psychological key to unlock her inner desire to make the first move. Whether it's asking you out, starting the kiss, or initiating intimacy. This 3-line is simple, powerful, and best of all, it works even if she's shy or unsure of herself. Ready? The formula. Say it word for word or tweak it to sound natural to you. Line 1. You know what I find insanely attractive? A woman takes what she wants. Line 2. It's rare, But when it happens, it's unforgettable. Line 3, I'd be lying if I said I didn't like it when a girl surprises Malakta. These lines do three very important things. First, they reaffirm assertiveness as sexy, not masculine or threatening. Second, they trigger her imagination. What would she do if she took what she wanted? And third, they give her permission to act with the assurance that you'll like it. No pressure, no begging, just a confident invitation that plays directly into her subconscious desires. Want her to chase you? Then stop doing this. One thing now, one final tip before we wrap. If you want a woman to start making the move, asking you out, initiating things, you've got to stop being too available. That means stop replying instantly to every message, stop double texting, stop overgiving, and over-pursuing. Women don't chase what's already in their hands, they chase what sparks curiosity, confidence, and challenge. Take control without losing masculine polarity. Here's what's wild. When you use this, you're not actually surrendering control. You're exercising leaderships. You're showing her that you're secure enough to be desired instead of just being the one doing all the desiring. And that it is one of the sexiest traits any man can ever display. Want her touches you even harder. If you found value in this video and you're ready to go deeper, I've created a free 5-minute master class that breaks down the 3 psychological triggers that make a woman feel emotionally addicted to you. You learn how to install attraction using anchoring, the intimacy flip thought makes her open up and initiate closeness, and the one sentence that makes her feel like she's chosen you. It promises you. Once you master this, she'll start texting first. She will start flirting first. She will start showing up in ways you only see in the movies. Remember, giving a woman permission doesn't make you weak. It makes you weak, and it creates space for her to bring energy, effort, and excitement into the dynamic. 2. You deserve a woman who chooses ya without being pushed. And she deserves a man who understands the psychology and why we do what we do. You're no longer just reacting. You're creating attraction with intention. That's power. That's dark psychology. I'm Amelia. Thanks for reading. Subscribe for more brutally honest content every week. And I'll see you in the next one.